A lot of people believe bogus things about you. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. A lot of people believe bogus things about you. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say, I don't need to prove a lie. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I don't need to prove a lie. Now, family, there's a lot of people talking about you, right? So we understand that people look at us as a hot topic. Now, when you are a hot topic, people are talking about you good, but also bad. And unfortunately, y'all, it don't have to be proven. Some people are going to believe it regardless. Some people believe that you are a criminal. Some people believe that you are a liar. Some people believe that you've done heinous things. Some people believe that you were the one who cheated, that you were the one who was abusive. Some people believe that you made the entire thing up, and the list goes on. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I don't care what you believe, right? And if you want to, you can share down below in the comments what people are saying about you or what people believe about you. But the most important thing that y'all get out of this entire video is that we don't care about what people think of us, because you become dangerous when the thoughts of other people, the opinions of other people, and when I say people, I'm talking about friends, family, even at times, all right? Your spouse. The only one you should really value, number one, is God and the person who God sent in your life, because y'all are a reflection of one another, right? That's just my opinion. However, y'all, when it comes to your close ones like family and friends and people who you are influenced by, whether that's the gym, co-workers, whatever the case is, when you stop caring about their opinions and their thoughts and their feelings about you, this is when you become dangerous. However, y'all, there is a flip side to this. You get punished for not caring. You get punished for not caring. People are going to drag your name. People are going to make up things about you in your name. People are going to try to tarnish your reputation, all because you don't care. But Reno, I thought I'm not supposed to care. You're not supposed to care, for sure. But this is a byproduct of not caring. Okay, so since you don't care, I'm finna tear down your whole business. Since you don't care, I'm about to tear down your entire name. See, family, it's okay to speak up for yourself, but you should never chase lies. You should never chase people. You should never chase anything, because I promise you it does not want to be caught. And what I mean by that is, y'all, is that you do not have to prove a lie. The truth will reveal itself. However, y'all, a lot of people do believe some bogus things about you. You feel what I'm saying? But with that being said, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get directly into this video. Y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Real quick update, y'all. Today is a chill day. We was already on the Reno Speaks Riches channel. All right, we dropped the video already. Y'all make sure y'all lock into that. What I ate today, y'all, is some pan-seared salmon, some vegetables, as well as some jambalaya rice. So I'm trying to stay in this calorie deficit, hitting the gym, doing my Muay Thai, but also doing another workout too. You feel what I'm saying? So we're about a week strong, y'all, on this calorie deficit, I believe. And I could be giving myself a little less, but I know for a fact a week strong of being on this calorie deficit, as well as, you know, staying consistent with the gym, which y'all know I've been doing this for a while now, but still just adding everything in together, right? But anyway, y'all, that's a little bit about myself for right now. Drop in the comments. Let me know how y'all doing, what you got going on. Y'all know your boy stay in your business. But anyway, y'all, let's get right into this. Number one, why a lot of people believe bogus things about you. The narrative makes them feel better, right? The narrative makes them feel better, okay? You know what people loved about Tupac's actually albums, right? Tupac's albums. It made a lot of people feel better. It gave a lot of people closure, right? He dropped Until the End of Time. He dropped Machiavelli. And he had a whole bunch of mixtapes and albums because he was just recording a bunch of songs. When you love something or someone so much and they're just taken away from you, you're looking for closure, right? And so when you get that closure, you don't care if that person is here, you don't care if that person is not here. You just want some form of closure that is connected to that particular person. That's why so many people love the Tupac's albums. Because truth be told, y'all, some of those songs, and I'm gonna be honest, y'all know I'm a Tupac fan, they wasn't good. It wasn't because he wasn't a great rapper. It was because a lot of it was thrown together. Some of it was not mixed. Some of it was missing ad-libs. Some of the songs were missing vocals. Some of the songs just wasn't fully mastered because he was just throwing things together, right? And a lot of those songs were bangers and still are today, classics, right? However, y'all, it gave a lot of people closure because he still was able to fulfill that gap. All right, he was able to fulfill that void for a while until you had people like Ja Rule coming in, 50 Cent, even Lil Zane for a minute. It was a lot of rappers, right, who was filling in the Tupac gap, right? But the point is, y'all, is that it made people feel better. You get what I'm saying? Even to go deeper, y'all, let's just say you're walking into, work, right? You're walking into work, and today maybe you're sick. Maybe you don't feel so well. Maybe you feel, like the world is on your shoulders. Everybody have those days, right? It could just be one of those days. However, y'all, if you walk in and not speak with high energy, maybe it's just a, hey, how everybody doing? Or, you're tired, or maybe you don't speak at all. If you don't speak how they want you to, guess what? They're going to assume that you are conceited. They're going to assume that you are stuck up. It's going to make them feel better, right? It makes them feel better. It gives them a sense of closure. Does that make sense? It gives them a sense of closure. Like, since you haven't given it to them, I'm going to give it to myself. Yeah, we're going to make a narrative about you. And since you haven't given us an explanation, we're going to give ourselves an explanation. If they don't have a story, they're going to do what, y'all? They're going to make one. Number 2, you let them think what they want to think. Yeah, you let them think what they want to think. So the first name that come to mind, y'all, is Prince. All right, now some people gonna disagree when I say this. Some people may get offended. Some people may agree with me, right? But a lot of people thought Prince was gay. I'm just being honest. A lot of people thought that Prince was gay. And Prince had a lot of women, right? Yeah, Prince had a lot of women. But y'all know why they thought he was gay? Because he let them think whatever they wanted to think, okay? Just because I dress a certain way, just because I'm flamboyant, just because I got a cool way of mixing in masculine and feminine, vibes and traits, and not even just vibes and traits, but fashion, really fashion for real. Just because I put some eyeliner on, I look like a rock star, whatever the case is, I don't have to rush to the public and tell y'all, hey, y'all, I am not gay, everybody. No, I don't have to do that. I can look how I want to look, dress how I want to dress. At the end of the day, this is a character. I believe truly that was his particular, mindset on this. All right, y'all go Google it. All right, y'all go Google it. And by the way, no disrespect to the people who happen to be gay. I'm just making my point. But what I will say is that I was reading the book, y'all. I'm actually currently reading the book. It's called The Art of Seduction, all right? Before people start saying, Reno, that's a manipulation book. In order to defeat the enemy, you have to know your enemy. So I read a lot of different books, y'all. That's just my personal preference. But anyway, I'm reading a book called The Art of Seduction, and actually one of the seducers that they have inside of the book is called the Dandy. That's who Prince was. He was the dandy. The dandy is a person, right, who blends masculine and feminine traits to create an androgynous, magnetic persona, confident and unapologetically self-focused. All right, that's who Prince was. And so, family, when you let people think what they want to think, people may call you anything, okay? From gay to mean to, terrible, abusive, whatever the case is, all right? They're going to call you anything. You know why? Because you let them think whatever they want to think. You're not trying to hurry up and rush to the public and say, hey, this is what it is, guys. In fact, that actually makes you look guilty. It makes you look like whatever they're saying about you is true. Just being honest. Number 3, the truth changed. Okay, the truth changed. So a lot of people believe bogus things about you because the truth changed, okay? And so whenever the truth changed, it can look like you are a liar. It can look like you are a problem. It can look like you are an issue. It can look like what it looked like. But family, the truth does change. For instance, one of the biggest ones, y'all, is love, okay? Love. Love is serious. Love is real. Love should be kind. Love should be patient, all right? Love can come in different forms, shapes, or fashions. Love. This is what love does. However, y'all, when the truth changed about love, people automatically start saying, "You never loved me." I think that that's crazy. A person can love you. I used to be one of these people who said, "Oh man, she ain't never loved me." No, she probably did love me at one point. I mean, maybe it wasn't the strongest form of love, or maybe it was erotic love, it was filial love, it wasn't agape love, but I can't sit here and say that she ain't or he ain't love me. You follow what I'm saying? Just because the truth changed. The truth is I did love you, honey, but now I don't. For whatever reason, whether that's my new growth, whether that's because I have a new job, whether that's because, I don't smoke and drink no more. Like, people fall out of love for different reasons. They stop loving people for different reasons. You get what I'm saying? But the point is, y'all, is that, yeah, the truth changed. So people are believing bogus things about you because the truth actually changed. Does that make sense, y'all? Drop in the comments, let me know, all right? Number 4, a group is stronger than one, okay? A group is stronger than one. So if you take 2 people who get in a fight, one lose, but that particular one who lost have notoriety. Now the other one quiet. He like, "Hey man, I beat you up, bro. I don't got to tell other people about me beating you up." His ego or her ego is hurt. They go to school, they go to the job, they go to the family function, they go wherever. They go to social media and tell everybody that, "Hey, I beat such and such up." Everybody believe this particular person. Why is that, Reno? Simply because I have the fame. I have the popularity. I have the, what we call it, y'all? I got the pull, okay? I have the pull. The point is, y'all, is that a group is stronger than one. That particular person who got beat up used their leverage, okay, to paint an image. This particular person have the power to change and control the minds of the people. Reno, what are you saying once again? A group is stronger than one. And that's why a lot of people believe bogus things about you, because everybody else who's spreading these things is stronger than just you. But the truth always reveals itself. Number 5, y'all, is going to be this right here. You are a private person, all right? You are a private person. And so it's very similar to a lot of these celebrities out here, all right? A lot of these celebrities, people make up things about them. Why is that, Reno? Simply because they don't understand them, all right? They don't know why they have to keep it pushing. They don't know why they have to keep it moving, okay? I was just walking the other day, and I seen, because here in Atlanta, y'all, it's like Black Hollywood, so you're going to see a lot of people. But I had seen the lady who played on Steve Harvey, right? She was Cedric the Entertainer's wife. I can't remember her name for nothing, but I know her face because I've been seeing her since I was a kid. I was walking past, Fox Theaters, and she was going to the hotel that was across the street, right? And when she looked, I didn't just stare at her at all. I don't stare at nobody, right? I'm somebody. I'm Reno Speaks Riches. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, I hadn't noticed her, but I can already see it on her face that, she trying to get across the street, get moving, get checked in back to the hotel, whatever the case is. I ain't trying to do anything. And in my mind, I never took that personal. Once again, I'm not even saying that she recognized that I recognized her. I'm just saying that I seen the energy and the spirit on her to where it looked like she don't want to be bothered. And that's okay, right? Especially being in this world as a woman. Women are targets. I'm going to be honest, y'all, because they're feminine. They're looked at as weak. And who cares about your celebrity? You still a woman, right? But the point is that can be misconstrued for somebody else. Somebody else may look at that person and be like, "I expect for you to be happy. I expect for you to be smiling, right? You on TV, you always smiling." You won't believe how adults view these people. Celebrities are not gods. They are people. All right. And I just used that in my point, y'all, to say that maybe she's a private person. Maybe she just wasn't, feeling being approached that particular day. Who knows? So what? This person is human. You follow me? And so with that being said, y'all, yes, when you are a private person, people will make assumptions about you, all right? But anyway, y'all, we'll do a recap and then we'll get up out of here. Number one, the narrative makes them feel better. Number two, you let them think whatever they want to think. Number three, the truth changed. Number four, a group is stronger than one. And number five, y'all, you are a private person, all right? With that being said, fam, get you a yes sir t-shirt, yes sir hoodie, book a one-on-one session with your boy, and you can check out any one of my books. Catch y'all in the next one. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.